good? Ms.Fit, Murder F Gang. This is my dumb advice. Yo, what's good, man? Ms.Fit, Murder F Gang. This is my dumb advice. And today we got a special guest. Man, I've been a fan of this guy since I was a young one, for real. The one and only, I feel like he's a legend. The one and only Nicky Jam. Man, if you unfamiliar with Nicky Jam, then you absolutely live under a fucking rock. I'm telling you, this man is incredible. But we ain't gonna waste no more of your time. We gonna get right into it. Let's get it. But let me introduce you to the audience. Introducing the one and only motherfucking Nicky Jam, y'all. Show him some love. This guy is a legend, man. I am a true fan. I've been listening to Nicky Jam since I was a kid, man, and it's truly an honor to just be sitting here vibing with you. Selling millions and millions of records, you know what I'm saying? Have a roller coaster of a life, from ups, downs, highs, lows, and truly the definition of a phoenix. You know what I mean? Went through the struggle, came back on top, and that resonates with me the most. You know what I'm saying? Started from an early age of 12. Now he's heavy in the reggaeton community. Now, if y'all unfamiliar with reggaeton, it originated in the 90s. You know, kind of surrounded by, like, inspired and influenced by dancehall music. You know what I mean? The wine grind things. And in PR, they just made it pop. In the early 2000s, it became global, and Nicky Jam was definitely one of those guys in the forefront, along with Daddy Yankee. You know, some of my favorites was y'all, Zion Lennox, Hector Bambino, a lot of y'all. So, talk to me. You just had a battle with Math Hoffa, man. You're in the battles now. Let's get it. What was that like?
I mean, I've been the whole week on YouTube checking on reactions. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, I want to see the reactions. Man, people gave me love. You know what I'm saying? People like, people love the punchlines. People like, my delivery and everything. And to be honest with you, I thought, because it was a prepared battle, you know what I'm saying, where, I recorded it in the studio first and then I did the video, there was going to be a lot of people, hating on that, not liking it.
Right.
Not liking it because of that, because obviously it doesn't have the original essence of a real battle when it's right there live.
Correct.
But people loved it, man. People enjoyed it. People understood it. And I was nervous, you know what I'm saying, because obviously, if it would have been a real battle, live battle, I would have been way more nervous.
Right.
But I was still nervous because, first of all, I've never rapped on a mic, especially I never recorded in the studio in a battle format, and then I had to go and do this on a video. Right. You know what I'm saying? With the attitude and the battle attitude and all that, when you're doing a video, especially most of the songs that I do, songs that you could say is something that I've been doing for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So music, this reggaeton type of music is something that the melodies is in my, like, when something has melody, it's so easy, Right. But when I'm used to melody, because I've been doing melody for like 20 years and whatever, rap is something that, I haven't been doing for a long time. I like freestyling and all that. But when it comes to writing, we took our time. We sat down, and I was in the studio with a couple of my homies, and we were vibing with the lyrics. And when you have a whole bunch of crew there, and everybody's trying to help you out. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna ask if I had a ghostwriter, I had 50 of my friends there with me.
Yo, we all vibe like that. That's how we get focused. We got 50 people in the room.
Yeah,
we talking shit.
Everybody giving me,
feedback.
Their feedback. So Yeah, I had like 50 ghostwriters. If we gonna talk about ghostwriting, you know what I'm saying? Because there was a lot of people, making sure that shit was nice and shit was good, and it ended up coming out really good. You know what I'm saying? And one thing is to rap, but one thing is to not when you're doing this, you got to make sure that it doesn't sound like it's rapping. It's more like you're preaching.
Yeah, let me talk to you. Yeah.
So, it's a new experience for me. I've been seeing battles for years, so that helped me a lot.
Right. So
That
you wasn't new to it. You've been seeing people battle and you had favorites of your own. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I've been seeing yourself. I've been seeing Math. I've been seeing Hollow. I've been seeing Murder Mook. I've been seeing A Verb. I've been seeing all of them, all of them, all of them. I've been studying the culture, and it was easy to do it when it came to me that when it was my turn to do it. However way I did it. Now, if you ask me, yo, Nicky, if you gonna be on stage and you gonna do a live, can you put it? I don't know. You
Right.
know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right.
Know when you there. You know what I'm saying? Like this is something that when it comes to freestyling, yeah, all day. We Top of the Dome, but I know Top of the Dome is something that died years ago. That culture.
Nah, but if you could spit some shit over top of the dome, you'd be dangerous in the battle rap community because
If
most
you
people, yeah, most people write. And if you can freestyle off the top, those are the best battle rappers when they could come up with something right there in mixture of whatever they prepared. So somebody who could freestyle the entire thing, man, those are the most dangerous guys because you're like, shit. He could talk about everything I look like right now, and that would create so much. Oh, like it factor is crazy, and it doesn't even have to be like a super crazy bar. Like I know somebody like Charlie Clips. He's very good at freestyling. So it really doesn't matter what he says at the moment. It's just crazy because it's like, oh my God, he just made that shit up. That's insane. You know what I mean?
I've seen him do it. I've seen him do it.
Yeah, it's dope. But boy, you had some bars in there. You was like, just cause my name is Jan, don't mean my gun will. That's fire. That's fire. That's a summer madness bar right there. For real, for real. N-
I even had my girl. She's here with me. She was like, she
oh, hello.
was rapping those bars. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yo.
everybody was feeling those bars, man. I mean, that's fire, man. Look, it's so crazy that people people went so crazy with this. Not only in the American world, the Spanish world has their own battle culture,
Right.
and for them it was like, what is what is a
What's going
reggaeton
on?
doing this? You know what I'm saying? Like this is not what you do. Like you so mumbo jumbo shit. So
Right.
they saw me doing this. I mean, people know I freestyle, and but so one dude, he's one of like the top battle rappers. He won the Red Bull. Um,
Oh, I
he
peep.
Puerto Rican. He hit me up. He like, yo, let's battle. Like,
Oh shit.
hey,
You
wait a
just
minute.
got yourself into some shit. He's like, let's get it.
I say it's like LeBron calling out Michael Jordan to go, play 1-on-1.
Right, right.
You active right now, like, I had time to write these lyrics. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gonna get me into a stage to do what you do in your world. I'm not saying I can't do it. I'm really solid in Spanish, like crazy. But the end of the day, I am 40 years old. The dude's 20 something. I know the way I used to rap when I was 20 years old. When you were,
Right.
I don't know if you understand, uh, your mind when you're like 20 something years old. When you're a freestyler, words would just fucking come out. That
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then when you become my age, it's you still have it, you know what I'm saying? But it's like sometimes, like, I don't know if you notice, but sometimes it's people that be smoking weed and doing shit when they freestyle. These
Right.
motherfuckers got that weed giving them words and shit, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta be careful because freestyling is something that if you're not in a good moment or in a good zone, you can act stupid, you can look stupid, and you could fall into like the end of the day, I got way more to lose than he
Right.
does.
Hell yeah.
I
Right.
told him, bro, I was the one that promoted you. I respect you. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, but let's do like a friendly one. I'm like, I'll think about it. Say a
Nah,
friendly,
hell no. He gonna try to
but
sneak you.
I know I'm gonna be friendly. As soon as I get in there, I'm gonna go hard.
Facts, facts, facts. He's gonna try to sneak you in there. He's gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna say it's friendly, but I'm gonna spit the best shit I have in my life.
I'm gonna go hard too. You know what I'm
What's
saying?
it?
Because I'm myself.
And there's a certain like comfortability, I think, after you reach a certain amount of success, no? Right? It's like, yeah, I'm spitting, but like the age of 20, I'm spitting like my life depended on it. Like every,
Well,
grab
look,
spit on
I'm
every
gonna
ball.
tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. There hasn't been an icon like me in the not even in the English world
No,
that's in these moments. Am I wrong?
no, you absolutely right. You absolutely right. There has been nobody of
I
your
mean,
stature, your pedigree. You're absolutely not. Nope.
in the American world, there hasn't been that's battled any of these cats there in the league right now that won a war right now.
No.
Because first of all, they won't do it because they ain't gonna risk their careers. You
Correct.
know what I'm saying? So if I was to battle this kid and I win, yo, that you don't understand how that shit could work. Like that shit could that's like the biggest thing in the world. Like that's like okay, so you made all these number one hits. You got Grammys, you got billboards, you got movies in Hollywood, and you battle. You not in the battle scene, and you battle the biggest guy in the Spanish world, and you kick his ass.
Right.
That, like, don't think I don't think about it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
It's
Go
like, yeah, should I just take another notch under my belt? Master another craft?
that I'll battle with Math Hoffa. You know what I'm saying? So, that is a legendary move because at the end of the day, math is math, and I am a Spanish rapper. So if I would win a Spanish battler, that would be fucking insane. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm not gonna do it, but it's something to definitely think about.
Right. Well, what I noticed, right, in the battle rap community, and I felt like there's definitely a gap, right, between the battle rap community and the reggaeton or Latin trap. There's definitely a gap because the amount of people who were like, oh, like who's Nicky Jam? I'm like, are y'all crazy? Do y'all live under a rock? Like,
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, Miss. I'm not surprised that people don't know me from.
I
I'm not
am.
I'm not surprised. Yeah, because you're Spanish.
Right, 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 right. Well,
So it's part of your culture. It's like it's something that you have to know. Like, how would you look if you don't know shit about your own blood?
true,
You-
true, true.
But I didn't expect them to not know shit about me. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, even like let's say this. Even Bad Bunny, that Bad Bunny is the guy that they supposed to know because he the one that represents the trap
Right.
vibe. He would be like the Spanish Drake in their eyes. You know what I'm saying? Because he does. There's a lot of black people, African American or anyone that you ask them about Bad Bunny, you say, I don't know who the fuck he is.
Right, right, right.
Because they they just they listen to what they listen, and people from the hip hop culture like very they like the horse. You know when the horse has the
The
thing,
blondest.
they go. That's what they listen to. What they listen to. Like I've never seen and Bad Bunny's the best excuse I could give you. Seen in a car in the hood, a dude, a moreno, listening to Bad Bunny in his car like crazy. They probably have a girl they like that shit and they bump it.
Right, 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 right.
At the end of the day, they don't know what the fuck we're
Right, it's a
saying.
language barrier. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
They,
it's a huge
they,
language barrier. Yeah.
they don't know what the fuck we're saying. He probably with the Jamaican vibe. Yeah, because Jamaican has a little bit of English.
Yeah, because it's like a dialect, not a language. Yeah,
Exactly.
it's patois.
The light and pasta draw. You know what I'm saying. You give me
Correct.
the That's the fucking drill. Like we're talking about weed. For them, for some reason, in the especially in the African American uh world, that rap is mostly that. It, for them, we're like arroz con pollo and chulet. That's what they think about when they think about Spanish.
Yeah, yeah, true, true.
And this is something that I know for a fact. Even I was talking to my boy Carlos Arroyo. He used to play in NBA,
Mm-hmm.
and he was one of the, he was really good in it when he was in NBA. He would come in the the when you go get dressed, how you call it, the locker room. He would go to the locker room and they'd be like, "Yo, pollo, chuleta," like they don't like it's hard to take. It's kind of hard to take us seriously when it comes to the rap game. You know what I'm saying? Imagine singing in Spanish. If it's hard in English,
Mm-hmm.
in Spanish. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like how many rappers in Spanish try to do shit and it's harder for them. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I feel like that's a hurdle that like myself and my boy Cortez, that we kind of like, being predominantly in the battle rap community, we kind of get that, like, the disses they throw at us is the arroz con pollo and tacos, and everybody calls us Mexican. Like, to us, Puerto Rican don't exist. We're all Mexican. uh,
I, like, what do you mean, man? We like,
I don't get it.
but that's funny because any part of New York, they know Puerto Ricans. They know we ain't joking. You
Correct,
know, it's
correct.
part of the culture. The '80s, you know what I'm saying? Since Rocksteady Crew, when the whole breakdancing and rap started in the '80s, Puerto Ricans were there, specifically Puerto Ricans.
Yes,
I don't even got to tell you this. You from New York, you understand, you know it. So
correct.
you could say Puerto Ricans and Dominicans are like the Spanish black people.
Right,
That's
yeah.
that's the way I see it.
Mm.
We have the same culture. We
We're here, yeah, yeah. We're on the same wave.
very similar, very similar. But I could imagine that when you have a war, when you have a battle, and they come out with the pollo and chuleta and
Arroz con pollo, tacos, and shit.
we taco jambos, like it's like, bro. But that's a good thing too for you guys, because when they come with that whack shit
Mm-hmm.
and you come with the real shit, because you from the streets,
Right, right, right.
it look bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I've learned to use it as my advantage now. You know what I'm saying? Always a way to flip that, like,
You gonna use tacos at me?
right.
Oh, you gonna lose, man.
Facts, facts. But yo, you rapping since such an early age. And obviously you were originally from Massachusetts, correct? You were born in Massachusetts,
Yeah,
right?
I was.
So I hear a lot about, like, your come up in Puerto Rico, but like, what was it like being? I know you were super young, but were you still like involved in the music community in Massachusetts primarily?
Yeah, it's it started there. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It started there. I had a friend. His name was Danny. He was Puerto Rican, and he was rapping. You know what I'm saying? He be rapping in the school. He be freestyling in the school. I'm talking about, I was 8, 9 years old,
Right. It's young,
and
young.
and I was like, I'm gonna do this too, and I started rapping too with him. And I remember there was a talent show, and in Lawrence and it was in the high school in Lawrence, and I started rapping. I started going to parties. I mean, any party I could get into when I was,
That
that age.
age.
Um, and in those days it was Big Daddy Kane. It was L Cool J. Um, a couple of more rappers that I was listening to. But when I went to Puerto Rico was when I really got into the hip hop world, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's that the parties and everything was hip hop.
Mm.
So everything that was going on in the States was going on in Puerto Rico. Like if it was Big Daddy Kane and it was El Cool J and it was Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre and all these rappers were killing the game in Puerto Rico as well. So I already knew English. So I kept with the culture. Like I didn't go to Puerto Rico and just win arroz con pollo.
Right.
Back to my culture because I love arroz con pollo.
Right, right, right,
I,
right.
I was I was doing the same both things. I didn't know no Spanish, so I just kept with the English, and I kept listening to the music. But as soon as I started seeing reggae music, dancehall music, like
Yeah.
I
The
felt
whining.
I fell in love because I said, "Whoa, wait a minute, what is this?" Like I'm
Mm.
something so sexy in my life. I've never seen something so the way the way people from the Caribbean was dancing, like like
Intimate.
yeah, it was like more sexy, it was more intimate. We didn't see that in the States. I remember I used to go to little parties in Lawrence and people would dance separated, that close. And here you have 14, 15-year-old kids, doing that sexy dance. So
Grinding.
it was love at first sight, and I knew I was gonna do reggae music and hip hop. Because in Puerto Rico in the '90s, if you was gonna be a singer, you had to do both. You Kind of like when you had Matt Lyon and KRS One. KRS One would do reggae and rap.
Right.
You know, Busta Rhymes would do reggae and rap. The beginning of the '90s, it was like rappers doing both type of vibe because everybody was finding their own identity. You know what I'm saying? And everybody had their own spice, but I was doing both. So I was doing reggae and I was doing rap. But obviously, me having a melodic voice, I knew that reggae was more my vibe. Even though I would let people know I still had it for rap.
Right. Right. So, what were some of the first artists that you heard, in that reggaeton music?
I remember, you mean in the dance hall in
Well,
Jamaica?
yeah,
Yeah,
dance hall,
it was
reggae.
Cuddy Ranks, Shabba Ranks, Big Ademus, um, Wayne Wonder. Let me see who else. Snow. I remember Snow was the shit. Like Snow was the Canadian boy. Like
Right.
lonely, lonely Monday morning.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
gonna hit on you under the bass. Do, 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 do. Um,
That shit.
it was
Buju Banton, right?
Buju. Still Buju's a legend, but Buju was killing the game. Buju was a young kid in those days. Cuddy Ranks was the king. With Ahu Watago,
Yeah,
with
wait there, man. A whole
don't
lot of
don't
yeah.
man,
Mm-hmm.
like 4 or 5 hits in the radio. And after that, obviously, when dancehall became bigger in the States, was like in '97, '98, was Beanie Man, Bounty Killer,
Yeah.
all that was already like way after. I'm talking about before that. Those were the people that I heard. I remember they used to take like songs from the '50s and they'll play it in reggae. So you hear like hold on,
Yeah. I
I'll be
know.
here.
When I see you smile, or shit like
And
that.
all that, man. It was like, yo, man, this shit is crazy, man. They turning like old '50s songs into reggae and shit. Like
Right.
it was crazy, but that's what Jamaican people do. They will like make anything sound badass.
Facts. Did reggaeton start by just rapping on those beats?
Kind of like that. I'm gonna be 100% with you. People from Panama started it. They started it. They were doing Spanish reggae, but they would do exactly the same thing Jamaicans would do, but just in Spanish. That's that's not the color of Puerto Ricans. Puerto Ricans were kind of like they started doing that because it was the only thing we knew. So we
Right.
would listen to Ando Boom and Pocho Pan, Gringo Man, all these people from Panama. My respect, shout out to Panama.
For real.
We was uh we was doing kind of like the same thing, and then we found our own color. You know what I'm saying? And we was like, our vibe was more like reggaeton is more like doing a hook, singing, and then the rapping part was rapping. So that's what made reggaeton. Like if you hear a Jamaican would be like a guy from Panama. He would go straight dancehall. So he would do a hook, singing hook, na 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 na, and then his rapping part would be dancehall. He'd be hold up it up white man dog girl by
Gotcha.
okay, we won't do that. We will go like melodic. We will do like a melody, but when it came to the rapping, it would be
Hip
rapping.
hop. Yes.
That's what made reggaeton. That's the difference
Hip
of
hop and reggae.
Panama. Panama dancehall is straight up Jamaican Rastafari vibe. Puerto Rican is a mix of reggae and hip hop and a reggaeton. It's it's the verses are rapping on top of a reggae beat,
Yes.
the hook, and that's the combination of what we do. Till this,
Gotcha. Got you. So when you were in that like mixtape era, right? What are some of the DJs that kind of like was putting everybody on the map in Puerto Rico? The guys that really broke people through.
it was DJ Nelson, that he's still around, DJ Negro, DJ Playero, um, DJ Eric, DJ Chiclin, and rest in peace, DJ Crane, DJ Joe. It was a couple. It was like 6, 7, but the biggest one was Playero. Like Playero was
Like
like,
fire.
like he was a man.
Yeah, I was just doing an interview. Me and Math, we did an interview, and then we were rapping our first verses that we heard that we ever wrote. Do you remember the very first verse you ever wrote?
I do actually. I do. It was called
Would you rap
Distinto.
it?
It was in Spanish, but it was like voy a cantar inspiraciones, pues expresiones sin lugar a duda, no existirán decepciones, mis inventos son propios, personales en cuestiones de planes, haremos inmensidades por ideas que han pasado por un plan estratégico, buscando alternativas como un científico, un médico avanzando, creando como la tecnología, utilizando en todo sentido como psicología, pensando en remedio de respuesta, en cosas geniales compuestas por mí. Yo quiero hacerte entender lo que contiene nuestro poder. Sabemos superar los problemas afectuosos, los valores se convierten en destacados, más valiosos. Yo soy el líder. Otra zona desarrolló mi poderío que perfecciona. Yo, I'm talking about,
Let's get it.
I was 20 years old when I did that,
That's
man.
crazy to be that young and to be, I identify with that, man. I remember writing my first rap. I want to say I was 6. Like I never like from the age of 6 since I knew how to write and
If,
put words together.
if you listen to the lyrics that I'm saying, it had a whole lot of important words, but I didn't say shit. I was just like, I would try to say like a lot of any sense. I remember I thought what I said made sense until Daddy Yankee told me like, bro, what the fuck are you saying?
What did you say?
But, but he said, but I'm still impressed that you wrote that when you was your age. But
Right. Well, what was your first interaction with Daddy Yankee like? How did you guys first link?
I did a. I was like I said, I was a big fan of his shows and his mixtapes and everything he did. And I remember he had a show in a club called New York, the New York Club. It was in Old San Juan, and for some reason, they I was gonna sing before him. No, actually, he wasn't even gonna perform. Like, and this is weird because Yankee's not even a guy to hang out. Like, he don't be hanging out in clubs. He never did it. Not even when he was younger or had less fame. But I was gonna perform at a place. I remember in those days they had to like get me through the back because it was illegal to have me there in the clubs. And somebody told me, "Yo, Daddy Yankee's over there in the back." I'm like, "What?" And I ran over back there and I pulled his shirt. He used to wear like big ass long t-shirts. And
Yeah, we all had that moment.
yo, bro, it's good, man. It's I'm Nicky Jam. He's like, "I know who you are. You're the one that raps with the," and I'm like, "Yo, bro, it was the rap." And when I knew that he knew me, I said, "Man," I went to my house and I told my dad that he heard my, and then that was an epic moment. And it wasn't until I had the biggest song, Descontrol. It was my biggest song in those days. Was that I saw him again, and he was proud of me because he first saw me when I was trying, and then he met me 2 or 3 years after when I had a big ass hit in the streets. That was a good look for me.
Fire, fire. Well, you have a movie we spoke a little bit about before, and it's on Netflix, El Ganador, right? Um, it's super dope. Anybody who didn't see it, this is the greatest way to introduce yourself to Nicky Jam. It really says a lot of detail, right? And you know how in movies a lot of it is true, but sometimes they add things in there. How much of it was like absolutely true, and how much of it was kind of like just to make the movie better?
I could say 90% was truth. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that couldn't be truth was like probably because when you write a story, when a director listens to your story, he put a recorder on a table, and I told him my story in 40 minutes.
Mm,
All the things that are not going to be in the story and I was touring at the same time, so a lot of things happen in a way that if I was there, it would have changed. Like, let's say Daddy Yankee, the character that did
yes.
Daddy Yankee wasn't like that. Daddy Yankee was a little bit more, had way more character. He was way more boss type of vibe. He didn't take shit from nobody. He was very smart. You know what I'm saying? And I think, well, shout out to the guy that did the Daddy Yankee. He looked a lot like him, but
Facts.
first time act. It was his first time acting. So, the dude. I mean, you got to give it to him. But to it was really hard to find a guy that looked like Yankee and had
And
the
can act.
swag and the swag exactly that could act, had the swag and the personality that Yankee had. Um, that was one of the things that wasn't really. But at the end of the day, the story was about Nicky Jam. You
Right,
know,
right, right, right.
it wasn't really focused on Daddy Yankee, even though Daddy Yankee was a
It
big
was a
part of
big
my.
part.
Um, Apart from that, um, I could say. Let me see what else. I could be even. I could say that probably looking at the story, it was a little bit cleaner than my life.
Really.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that happened in my life that wasn't in the story. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about a guy that was a drug addict. I mean, I did a lot of fucked up things when I was in drugs that wasn't in that story because it was no time to show it.
Right, right, right.
The
I had to show
story
the highlights.
the story focuses on perks. When I had cocaine addiction as well, and I even did heroin. I did a lot of things.
Mm.
For some reason, the story focused on perks, straight up perks. Um, the mothers of the name of the women in the stories are not. They were all invented because I protected myself from any, lawsuit or
Lawsuits.
book that wanted to come out. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how it is. It's like you can't talk shit about a girl that you're not with anymore.
Right.
She
She
out with her own Netflix story. You know what I'm saying? So,
she want her cut.
yeah. So I played that safe, and I could say
Was the girl really a nurse?
no.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
She lost her job. Damn, son.
no,
Okay,
no,
okay.
no, no. She. There's a similar story to that, but she wasn't a nurse.
Gotcha.
That was another thing. Oh, the guy that played my uncle died of AIDS, and it was really, 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 it was worse than the way he died. The
In the
the
movie.
the guy in the movie died. He died of an overdose, and yeah. So little things little things. But if we're gonna talk about the bad things that happened, bro,
Mm.
he didn't tell the whole story. If I would have told the whole story, if y'all shocked about my life with just what y'all saw, seen, and no, man, my life was way crazier, bro. Just like I said, there wasn't time to tell the whole story. You know what I'm saying? So how many things you could forget in 40 years? How many
Right.
you could do, and then you like, oh shit, remember when I
Remember
did?
that?
We could have put that on the story. We could have put this on the story. There was things missing, but it was accurate. It was 100%.
No,
You
I love the storyline.
you gotta understand. For me to talk about people that exist in real life in these stories, I have to be 100%.
Right,
You
right,
know what I'm saying?
right.
Come on with some bullshit because automatically I'm gonna get in war with somebody and somebody's gonna spit and say, "Yo, you lying."
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? You lying. That's not the way it is. So that tells you everything right there.
Which why I thought that was yours had to be the most genuine, because usually when people do these kind of movies, then you hear right after everybody like, no, this is bullshit. I'm suing. That's not who I really was, and I honestly didn't see a lot of that from this one. So
Yeah,
I was like, oh, this has to be A100.
I'm gonna be more. I'm gonna even tell you more. There's people in the story that even did stuff to me that I didn't even talk about just to protect people. You understand what I'm saying? Because these people, some of these people today are still my friends. Some of these people today, we good, and I'm not gonna,
Stir up some shit.
jeopardize my friendship with them or fuck up, their reputation. I'm not trying to take my story to that route. The story's about how Nicky Jam fucked up and how fucked up Nicky Jam life was. I ain't trying to get other colleagues in a situation where they gonna have to like confront and say, well, da 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 da, and then whole bunch of books will come out, a whole bunch of series will come out trying to defend themselves. So what I did was I focused on me, 100% me.
Got you. How much control did you have on the cast? Like, did you like partner with the producers and the director and kind of pick through the cast yourself, or they kind of came up with everything? Everything.
Every we had a chat on WhatsApp, and they would send me people. They would send me everybody, and I would study them one by one. It's hard. It's
Yeah.
hard to do a casting for this type of vibe because we are kids from the streets. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of act. Sometimes they would bring some actors that were like, you could tell they had no street at all, man. It was like, yo, bro, like, "Mara, ¿qué pasó, mamabicho?" Overacted. You know what I'm saying? Like they were overacted.
Like what?
Romper la cara, mamabicho.
Like what the fuck?
Like, like the whole mamabicho was like, bro, you practice this shit.
Right. It's not genuine.
They even have a Cuban guy, Cuban rich boy, acting like the young Nicky Jam. That shit was hilarious. That was funny. Just no respect to the dude if he's watching this, but
Right.
I mean, I was like, I talked to the director, like, that guy can never be me, bro. That nigga ain't at all, man. He was a little, like college boy. And then he was the one that came out with that. "Mira, cante, cabrón." There was this one guy in the series that I laughed because he did a part with one of my friends, Valentino, in the story. And you could tell the dude is kind of like one of the rich kids from Puerto Rico, but he did like a street dude. I was like, macho cabrón. Ese mamabicho que no se luzca, papi. And you're like, yo, what?
Yo, what the fuck? That's not me. Who is this guy? Pack him up. Get him out of here.
Mamabicho, cabrón.
Yeah, I always wonder what it would be for me to cast myself. I know it would be super hard, so I know you had a hard time really trying to find somebody because it's you. So you want the best representation of yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Even if other people think, like, I know 100% people think that the guy that played Daddy Yankee is 100% Daddy Yankee. Looks like Daddy Yankee, but
Yeah, you do.
Daddy Yankee will not like that shit. He didn't like that guy at all. That ain't Nicky. That ain't Daddy
That's
Yankee.
not me.
But Yankee didn't mean no disrespect to the dude. It's just that your character, your personality, how you roll, what you do, and it's really hard, man. Really, to find somebody that has all the qualities that you have. I think the kid that did me did a good job because he is a rapper, he is a singer, he has the swag. And he saw my life when he was a kid and what I went through. So it was kind of easy for him. When you're a rapper and it's easy for you to act like a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because that's what you do.
It's not hard,
Dope. I mean, you played in other, Hollywood movies and stuff as well. Bad Boys just being one of them. But recently, I saw you doing a voice to character in Tom and Jerry. That's dope.
Yeah. And yeah, the character is Butch, the black cat.
Dope. I used to watch that show when I was little. Now it's like shit. You doing the voice? How hard was that? Was that different, or it was kind of like being in the studio?
Yeah, I was in the studio, but directors were on kind of like a program, like a app like this. I think it was Zoom. I don't remember, and they were watching. They were like, well, this is what you have to say. Like, how would you say it? You
Mm.
look at here, who we got now. What are you doing in my alley? Da, 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 da. It was
Ah, that's cool.
like,
That's dope.
yeah, I did it nice. I did it nice.
That's
I'm
fire. That's
good.
that's fire. That's fire. Do you got any movies in the making, or do you plan on
I'm, wor-
doing?
I'm working on a movie right now called American Souls. It's about sneakers. The Kevin Hart's the producer of the movie. It's
Mm,
about the sneaker game. You know how a sneaker game right now is so huge and so big, and Bad Bunny's on the movie as well.
oh shit, dope.
And yeah, man. I mean, it's gonna be huge. I know for a fact. If you're gonna have Nicky Jam there and Bad Bunny and Kevin Hart's, so it can't be bigger than that.
Right. Did you already start filming?
No, man, they gave us a check and everything. We don't know when we go we gonna
It's like
film,
here's the
man.
money. Uh,
I mean,
w-
they ain't gonna definitely gonna call me any moment like, yo, Nicky, remember we paid you. We need you to do your shit.
right, right. But oh, so you don't got the script, so you're not sure what role you playing yet.
Nothing. No, I
Oh,
kind of I doing. I know I'm doing bad. I know I'm gonna do like a bad guy. You know what I'm saying?
they like the
But
bad guy, Nicky.
no, but it's a different type of bad guy. That,
Can't too much sauce, too much sauce. So obviously you have so much success. Kudos to you and all that. But like you know how people say more money, more problems. Have you had any like situations where you lost friends, loved ones due to your success? Cuz we talk a lot about that on the show how people say you change when you get money, but in reality, people change around you. You know what I'm saying? We spoke about that. Um, did you end up getting into like any situation specifically for people like envying your success or feeling as if you have changed due to your success?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't agree with that quote when people say people around you change, but you don't change. You change as well.
Right.
You have to change. First of all, because yes, they change.
Mm,
Second of all, you can't do certain things anymore that you could do before because of the power that you have and the money that you have. And sometimes people don't understand that. You They don't understand that, and sometimes there's people that there's other situations where people like uh, they already put the label on you without you even like you just got the money, so and automatically they're like, well, I bet you can't do this now. I'm like, bro, I hadn't say shit. You haven't asked me.
right, 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 right.
Like, I bet now you can't do this. Or, you have too much money to do this now. And like
Mm,
now you putting words into my mouth. I haven't said anything. Um, but yeah, I had friends that are not here with me anymore, and the way I see it is, you got to understand this: the life that I mean, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna have to say this, but I made a lot of money,
yeah.
a lot of money, and money that's not even normal. You know what I'm saying? And money that you don't even see in the hip hop game. You know what I'm saying? Because it's 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 just insane. I'm not talking about yeah, Drake, JC, and these people. Yeah, those they make the real money.
Right.
You know, because the American world's always going to be bigger than the Spanish world in a way. But top cats like Daddy Yankee, me, Maluma, Bad Bunny, J Balvin, like we into like the big business. You
Right.
know, where if you see our videos, if you see the views that we make, billions of views.
Yes.
If
Yes.
you
Yes.
compare that to what you see in the American market, you'll be like, wow, but this guy makes more views than even American. Like, to be honest with you, I have 5 videos that are 1 billion each, more than 1 billion each on YouTube. Only Taylor Swift has that.
Yeah, correct.
You know what
Facts.
I'm saying? Imagine how big it is. So when you make the money that I make in this industry, and you have people with you, hanging out with you and seeing the lifestyle and seeing what you're buying and seeing the kind of like life, they forget that they it's me the one that made that money, not them.
I work hard for this shit. It's my
Yeah.
money. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they forget that, and then they hanging out with you. And if you
Hands
don't
out.
if you don't have a good no, I don't care. I'll hook it. I like hooking up my people. I'm just not gonna do it a stupid way. But I love my people. Like, my close friends, they good. They set for life. That's the way I did.
That's
You know.
what's up.
But my mentality is this: you gotta be careful who you're living that lifestyle next to, because some people don't have the mind to deal with it, and some people have a very negative mentality, and that's when you're gonna see it. So I had a lot of friends that I have to just cut off because I felt a weird vibe, a bad energy after them seeing the life that I was living and stuff that I had. You know what I'm saying? Like, friends that you loved your whole life, and then one day you like, yo, I just did this, and they will say like, well, thank God, like in a weird type of face that you like.
What's that about?
I know that, thank God. That's really good, thank God. That's a that's a hater, thank God. That's a well, I'm tired of hearing all the good things you're doing type of vibe. I'm
Got
not
it.
trying to see all the success you're making. So you're gonna get those, what I'm saying, in your crew, and you got to deal with that because that's a rotten apple. You know,
Right.
that guy could fuck up your day, your body, energy, your creative mode, everything. So I've had a couple of friends that I have to, like, just get out of my vibe, because close this, get out of my circle, because they was just making the circle, awkward and uncomfortable.
Right. 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 Damn. I mean, shit. I think people freaking go through something like that even with the smallest amount of money. Imagine at the freaking caliber you're at right now. It's insane. It's
No, no,
insane.
it happens. I bet it happens to you. I mean, it
Yeah,
happens.
right, right. Just
It's
the little money, man. Little money over here.
this is what I always say. You buy 50 Bentleys, you buy 50 Mercedes. The other one buy it's the same shit. It's a lot for
Right.
different worlds. Is a lot. So you somebody buy 20 Rolexes. One could buy one Rolex. He's still buying a Rolex. He's still living that life. So if you next to a dude that can't buy one Rolex, it's the same situation as the dude that's hanging out with the guy that has 50 Rolex.
Facts. Facts, 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 facts. Well, y'all need to listen to that, man. Protect y'all energy like Nicky protected his energy. Sometimes you just gotta cut people off. I mean, I've been through my little cutoff sessions. You know what I mean? I always say, man, I'm not even at the rate of success that I want to be at. So for somebody to give off that kind of energy to me at this state, it's scary because it's like, man, like I don't even got it, bro. Like imagine when I do, you're gonna be super envious.
But
You know what I mean?
you got to understand this. You got to understand this. Sometimes you can have a friend that's a piece of shit, but you don't notice it because you don't have shit. So you're never gonna be a threat to him. As soon as you start having and you have success, that piece of shit friend is gonna start showing his real colors. You know what I'm saying? And it happens a lot. See it this way: there's even fans that love you more when you was fucked up, because they love the process, hustle. You know what I'm saying? And then when you already on top. They're like, oh, I don't like you now. I like this guy because
You're
this,
Hollywood,
yeah,
right?
Hollywood, your main. This guy he's beginning. So the new one is called, his name is her name is Machita, and like Machita's from the hood like us, and we, like, the fuck Misfit. She's
It's fucking Hollywood now.
like if it happens with your fans, imagine with friends, and imagine with everything that it can happen to anybody, bro.
Right. Yo, man, fuck it. In the battle rap game, right? Just to bring it a little bit back to battle rap, right? I know you said you know you was watching people. You watch me. You watch Matt Hoffa. If you had I know we spoke a little bit about it before, but I want this audience to know who would be your top 5 if you had to pick a team of guys to go against them. Who's your top 5? Because the people in the chat is asking who is your top 5.
For me, battle rappers.
Yeah.
Well, okay, you gotta understand that there could be some battle rappers active right now. They're fucking killing the game, and I probably don't know about them. But I'm gonna talk about the ones I
In
like.
your era, the era that you was watching, yeah.
Yeah, obviously, Math
Hoffa. Hoffa.
You know what I'm saying? Charlie Clips. I love the way Charlie Clips.
Clips.
You know what he does.
Shout out to Clips.
Murder Mook.
Oh yeah. Mook.
Hollow the Dawn. I mean, Hollow the Dawn.
Yeah, he's still in my top 5.
Misfit, you in my top 5 because you're one of the best.
Let's get it.
I've seen it. I've seen. Like I said, there could be a lot of, but in the era I was, it was Misfit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I battle rap for a couple of years, so there could be a whole bunch of girls, but you know, I think 5 is too little. I think 5 is not enough because there's a lot more that I like, but you know, I can say that you know, those are the ones that I like.
Dope. Well, glad to know I'm in your top 5 because I'll be killing these bitches out here, son. I'll be wilding on them. They don't be trying to pay me my respect sometimes, so I had to thought they get those sometimes and kind of whip them up.
I like what you do because you know what I'm saying, like it wasn't easy. You know, I seen you battle girls that they like intimidating girls. You know what I'm saying, like big huge girls that you know like shit, you know, like they even in your face and shit like that. And when you got mad, it was like you were taller than them. You know, what I'm saying?
It's that confidence, man. I think confidence is key. When you project confidence in the ring, that's really all you need as a battle rapper. I'm lying. You need bars too. You need bars. It's bars, you know, aggression, cadence.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's became such a sport where people kind of break it down. Where, you know, before it was just like, look, whoever's the better MC, whoever got the most bars, because that's how it was in the beginning. It's like you rap until you don't got no more raps no more. So whoever lasts the longest was the one who won.
Kind of like Loaded Lux was kind of like from that vibe, right?
Yes.
I remember it was just because that's why I think Loaded Lux. I don't get his vibe that much. I don't understand. You know what I'm saying?
Lux be on some different
No.
shit.
Shout out to him, and I know he's the legend. I don't doubt what he is. But I think I haven't like I haven't seen him battle these days. You know what I'm saying? I remember I used to see him when he was just rapping.
Yeah, in the trenches. Yeah, in the beginning, it's just.
Seen him now, like you know, like battling. I bet he's killing the game. I don't know what he's doing, but my shout out to him, my respect.
Yeah, people still consider him the greatest of all times. You know, he started from that era, you know, where it was like, all right, your verse, my verse, your verse, my verse, and we'll spit for freaking hours until somebody run out of material. Up until now, and people still think he's the greatest.
Like I was checking on him the other day, and you could tell like he takes care of his like health, and he's like clean, and you know
everything healthy,
and then he's fresh, and he talks, and like he has like that. He talks like El Cool J, like he knows he's a king. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
He'd be like, "Look, beloved, you know what I'm saying? Everything is healthy. You know what I mean? He'd be taking fucking jogs in the mountains and shit to clear his thoughts."
I like I respect that. You know what I'm
Right? The freaking woo sa. You know what I'm saying?
saying? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Crazy.
That's
Yo,
what's
so Nicky Jam, the name Nicky Jam. So I read that you got that from a homeless guy. For real? What was
yeah.
that like? Tell me about that. That seems interesting. I want to know what that did, what that was like.
He was making fun of me. To be honest with you, all the rappers in the '90s and '80s were called blah MC, blah 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 MC. So I was Nick MC,
Yes.
and he was like Nick MC, Nick MC, Nicky Young. And that shit pissed me off, man. Like, oh, Nicky Young. I'm like, I'm Nick MC, like Nicky Young. He would make fun of me every time I would go to the park. You would hear him like drunk as fuck and all messed up, and he would be screaming like Nicky Young. And everybody in the park we laughing, just like the
Yo,
way you laugh.
like
It,
why though? What does that mean? Like,
it was like
why did he say that?
it's not about the name not being good because the name is good. It's about it was about why the fuck you call me whatever the fuck you want and
Right.
you made my name
It's
like
not my fucking name, bro.
that's not my name. Everywhere I would walk and it would go, people would be like, "Nicky Young." So it was like he blessed me with the name. He blessed me. I don't know where he's at right
Yo, I was
now.
about to say you gotta
I
find
owe
him,
him a lot.
son. You gotta find him. You gotta find son.
I definitely got.
I'm surprised you
No, he
don't
was
see a
in that
blog.
era.
Cause I'm not. I'm
He probably
surprised. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, bendito. Sorry. Rest
he
in peace, man.
no rest in peace. But I know that what I know about the dude because I asked, he was really hitting hard that with the heroin. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
Yikes.
you know, if you were hitting heroin in the '90s,
You didn't make it. Yeah.
he was like already like he was from the streets. So he was in the streets already. So like it's not like it's not like in the 2000s you're gonna be like, well now I got an apartment in the beach. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He already hit rock bottom. It was over.
I remember his name was Mulatto. Mulatto, it was his name, and he'd be like Nicky Young, Nicky Young, Nicky Young. And he was saying like Nicky Young, Nicky Young.
Well, Nikki. Well, you about to have a wedding soon, right?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Like,
Shout out to you and your fiance. How did you meet the lucky one? How did
I
you
was
guys meet?
I was doing a video. I was doing a video, and she was the model of the video. I mean, I picked her because I looked through, like they gave me a couple of girls from different agencies, and I picked her. I didn't think too much when I saw her at the pictures. I just thought, well, she's beautiful. She has like blue eyes, and she has a nice face. She could work for the video. I wanted something different from all the girls, stereotype that we were using in
In the video.
regular videos. So when she came in, uh, I was like, wow, she's beautiful. Like, she's really beautiful. And I remember the first scene, it was like, she worked at a restaurant of the song, and I was like the guy that cooked in the restaurant. So we were like, he was like, I was flirting around with her and stuff like that.
Mm.
Then she talked to me, and I felt like she was like something different that I've never met before. She's from the South. She's from Louisiana. She's not the typical Miami white girl or L.A. or New York white girl. She was like very humble, and from there, it evolved, into a relationship. So she's still in my videos, man.
Yeah, no, I just saw the new video.
Paul,
Yeah, Polvo. Yep.
yeah,
With you and is it Mike?
Mike Top.
Mike. Yep. I just saw that. I'll be using my girl in my videos and shit. So I
Yeah,
was just like, see, Nicky feel me. See, he feel me. You know what I mean? Like, we on the same page here. We on the same page.
uh,
Cause I use my girl
it's
like,
cheaper too. It's cheaper.
yeah, it's cheaper. It's a little discount, you know what I'm saying? I don't gotta look through model logs no more and pay expensive rates. Just gotta
Yep.
give her some love. You know what I mean? Like, babe, let's do this video. Let's get it popping. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna put on the show for the world. It's entertaining. It's a goal. It works. You know what I mean?
That's,
Yo, I got something called 4 4s, and I gotta ask you this because I asked all the guests this, right? So, with you, I'm gonna ask you for any artist that's in your lane, right? So, the first one is, what artist do you like for laughs, right? You feel like like you get some kind of humor from them, right? What artist you like for bars? Meaning the artist you like that's gonna give you some substance, some ooh, like when I hear that shit rock. What artist you think is just for now, where they're just probably like a one hit wonder and they're gonna fade away? And what artist and what artist you think is gonna stay forever and you will always have them in your top? So the so the first one
Right?
is for laughs. So who you think is like it's funny? It could be
A
anybody.
rap,
Yeah, it could
a
be a
rap,
bat. Yeah, it could be a battle rapper, whatever.
um, rapper that makes me laugh is 50 Cent, man.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
The way he bully people is so funny. Like you go hard, man. I don't. Wait, can you tell me something? After he says some shit, he always write leche muy duro. What does he mean by
I don't know what that is.
that?
Let me Lemonici, some shit like that. Who in the chat? Oh, it's his
Like
liquor.
like hard.
It's his liquor. Yeah, it's his liquor or wine that he got.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
it's
okay.
his
Well,
brand.
50 Cent makes me laugh like a motherfucker. Like I've never seen a guy. It's been so many years, and he still like could bully people and make fun of people, and people love that.
Right.
About it. Um, what was the next
The
the next
second one is 4 bars. So, content. Shit that's like,
J Cole, J Cole,
who?
J Cole.
J. Cole. Nice. J.
J
Cole. Yeah.
is is
That boy
is
is nasty.
his bars are insane. You know what I'm saying? What he says, his knowledge. He's kind of like the new Nas. You know what I'm saying? And my mentality.
Facts. With a better flow. I think he's Nas with an even better flow.
Yeah, 100%,
Facts.
100.
The next one is the tricky one. If this one is, who do you think is good for now? Maybe one hit wonder. They popping right now, but they gonna fade away. They ain't
One.
no Nicky Jam.
It's hard to say one hit wonder because when they pop and they have like 4 or 5 songs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
They still lit. Now, well, somebody who you think is not gonna last, like don't have longevity.
oh, probably like Roddy Rich. I think.
Roddy Rich. Okay, okay.
I don't know. I don't see him like.
Sticking forever.
Nah, I just think it's this. I could be wrong, and I've been wrong in the past, but he don't
Right.
give me a vibe like Drake. Drake's been popping for 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. That's longevity. And the last one is forever. Like this person is just gonna be great for the rest of their damn life.
I will have to go with Drake.
Drake. Shout out to
A
Drake,
lot,
man.
I know a lot of people are gonna say you fucking crazy. They're probably gonna say Eminem. I love Eminem. I respect Eminem. I think he's one of the best rappers that ever been. JC, I think is badass, but I think I respect the guy that could hold it down for 10 years, man. I
Nah,
mean,
Drake, and he's versatile as hell.
he's versatile, and his voice. Every time you hear his voice, you get pumped. You know what I'm saying? Like I think he got that. I mean, I love Drake a lot. Like I like his music a lot, and I know a lot of people that are like in the rap game would like be embarrassed to say something like that because he's very like probably mainstream to a lot of rappers. But I just think he's nice. What he does is so good.
Well, how do you feel about when people were saying like when Meek Mill came out with the whole thing that he had Ghost Riders? Do you think that even matters?
Today, no. Back in the days, yeah. This is a different moment right now. We're in
How
a
so?
we're in a different era right now. You know what I'm saying? Like in the Spanish game, I know singers that have been singing for 25 years, 30 years, and have more than 100 hits and never wrote a song. That doesn't mean they're not great. That doesn't mean they're not what they are. You need somebody to interpret those songs the right way and give it the right delivery. You know what I'm saying? Not anybody could do that. But is
True.
it better if you write your own shit? Yeah.
Right.
Is yes, it is. But it changed. We're not in that era anymore where you have to write, and we have a whole different vibe. It's like if you're gonna, if, it's like you telling, it's like people saying, "Oh yeah, but battle rapping is whack now because it's written." You
Right.
know what I mean? And before it was off
Freestyle.
freestyling. So okay, so what's the difference of people now writing shit back in the days? You know what I'm saying? Like you're writing, it changed. Changes. Just the culture changes, the mentality changes. That's what I think. That's why I go for it. I mean, I was writing my shit with the whole math battle thing. I had help. Does that make me a piece of shit? I don't think so, man. I think
Make me a piece of shit. Nah.
does it make me whack? You know what I'm saying? No, I think I think you could write something really good for me, and if I don't have the cojones to give it the performance, what I'm saying, delivery, the way it is, it's gonna be you losing it.
Right.
Nothing's gonna. So performance and delivery is so important, just as important, or even more important, because at the end of the day, that's the person who's gonna sell it out for the streets and make people really enjoy it and like it.
Right, because we got writers, right, that are just writers because they don't have that sazon, that mac
Yeah,
sauce, to deliver it. So, they be trying to get signed themselves or trying to find a career in music, and people be like, we like you as a writer, but not as an artist. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I get it. Everybody got their lane. I'm a big Drake fan though. I like his music. I like the fact that he's super versatile. He'll give you some DC shit. He'll give you some collabing with the French
yeah.
artists.
He'll give you the trap. He'll give you the dance hall. He'll give you the hip hop. He'll give you the storytelling vibe. Like he could do everything. He could do the singing. I think he's insane. I think he has a lot of talent, and his voice is so melatonin that when you listen to his voice, it's like it's powerful, And for you to do that for a decade and still you want to hear what he does,
Right, 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 right.
he makes it.
That's a
He
gift.
makes a lot of rappers look bad.
Right. Well, I think it's definitely reasonable in the music industry, but in the battle industry, like when people find out you got a ghostwriter, they be killing you. They like it's over.
I
Yeah,
don't doubt. I don't
yeah.
doubt it.
Because it's supposed to be hip hop in the most raw form. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
I don't doubt it. But I don't believe that most of the rappers. I believe that a lot of rappers that have a good fight and a good round. Me that study the battle rapping, I always say there's a good team behind that shit.
hell yeah, there's a good team behind that. That's like
So,
anytime you
so what's the difference of having a ghostwriter, five motherfuckers in the room with you? You know what
they,
I'm saying?
they just want to admit it. I know when people battle NWX, which is like a little group, it's like mad good ass rappers in that little group. So I know for a fact when one of them has a battle, they all in there like, yeah, we
Hey,
gonna kill this guy.
you see the hype man in the back finishing that fucking round.
Facts.
You know that motherfucker finish. You know that motherfucker know the whole thing. He
like
gave he gave like 5 words to that shit.
he's like, that's the ball. That's the ball roll. Let's
I
get it.
I think that, but I'm not taking away. I'm not taking away people. I know there's people that in rappers that write their whole shit. I don't doubt that. I'm just saying that it's more a lot about keeping it real type of vibe, and I don't like that keeping it real shit. I think it's keeping it fake. You know what I'm saying? That you gotta keep it real. Then you keep it real. You keep it real. You know what I'm saying? And today we're in a different era.
Right,
We're in a
right.
different vibe. You know what I'm saying? I think you need a team to do something. You need a team. You need a team to be bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. You can't if listen, if you do something by yourself for a couple of years, you become predictable. The only way that you can change it up and spice it up is having a team that give you fresh words and fresh uh, vibes and fresh.
Perspectives.
You know what I'm saying? So you will sound like a evolved rapper and a new rapper every time. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
I don't agree with the whole you got to write your own shit type of shit. Because what if you wrote your own shit for 5, 6 years, and your shit is already predictable? You can't come on. There's a limit to where you could get.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna give you an example. Obviously, we can't say that Dr. Dre's a rapper. He's a producer, but JC wrote for Dr. Dre.
Yeah. Right.
Still, look how fresh he sounded, bro. And it was
His
and dope.
dopest record.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm,
sometimes it's good. Sometimes you need that, because your style's predictable. I've been writing in the Spanish game. I did all my hits. You know what I'm saying? But my vibe is predictable now. So what I need to do, there's a new format. So I need new kids, young kids to feed me that new energy and that way of rapping and that way of singing and the new punchlines and the new words so I could keep being in the game. Drake has that.
right.
Fact. And a lot of successful rappers have that. You need a team. So technically, you have ghostwriters when you're big. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying? You probably don't have a guy that his name is Ghostwriter and he's right there next to you writing the whole song, but you
right.
have a team that kind of ghostwriter. That's the way I see it.
Because in the industry, it's a whole production. Certain songs take a year to make. They'll pass it on to this person to add an ad lib, pass it on to this person to do a melody. Yeah, like I get that. You know what I mean? And I think that's
Yeah.
the best part of
Battle,
making music.
battle rapping. Obviously, it has to be your essence. It has to be what you do, what you write, and it makes sense. And I don't doubt that you guys, write your own lyrics. But what I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to say is, does everybody does it? I don't think so.
Right, right. Yeah, me
That's
neither.
that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you guys don't write your own shit. Of course you guys do. That's why what you guys listen, what you guys do, nobody could fucking do. That shit is like that's the real shit. That's what makes rappers and icon rappers look stupid as fuck. That's the real deal.
Mm.
It's a scary fucking room to get in. Scary stage to get in and start rapping with another guy and not choke. Oh my god, I can't believe I fucking out. I think if I choke, I'll die.
That has
I'll
to be. That's the worst feeling. The worst. I always say the worst thing you could hear in a battle is silence. When you
yeah.
choke, and then everybody's just looking at you like, "Oh, you're dying. Bring them
Yeah.
back to life."
Because even freestyling, you can't choke.
Cringing. Yeah.
When you freestyling, from the head, you just saying shit, so you can just fuck around like, yeah, I'm freestyling and none of, and I'm thinking, and I'm gonna get you and smack you with my gun and that, like you. But when you forget the words, that's when a Charlie Clips comes good. You know what I'm saying? He could come freestyling. You know what I'm saying? And fix that shit.
Right. Yes. Yes. The freestyling.
It's too that some people come and freestyle and then they try to come back to their lyrics and they
It's over.
because I'm a and oh shit.
That's the famous. They just gotta end it. Jersey. They call.
Yeah, you
I'm,
gotta say that. You
I'm out
gotta
of here. You gotta say your last punchline. Get out of there.
yeah. I'll be
In and
back.
out.
Cars back.
Right.
Yeah.
Facts. Facts. Man. So, what is the best advice you could give someone like me coming up, or someone like in the battle rap game that's trying to make it onto a bigger mainstream audience? What's the best advice you could offer to us, as far anything, as far as like a way to a new way to penetrate the game, pause, or just something that you've seen people be successful at that it kind of helped them get ahead?
Well, the thing is, some of the battle rappers when they want to do their own music, when they want to do music and come out, their problem is that they don't sound as good when they on a mic than when they battle. And when they battling, it's different. You're more aggressive. You're preaching. You know what I'm saying? Like you're talking. It's more like a conversation type of vibe. But the
Mm,
music is different. So what you have to do is you have to see what it is that makes Ms.Fit so different and unique in the battling game and bring that to the music. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, okay, I'm gonna do this in the music industry, and that's what's gonna make Ms.Fit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, one of the most important things is engagement, Miss. You do engagement with the people, you make people love you, you make people listen to what you do automatically. You could do anything you want and it's gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Engagement is very important. So that's what you gotta do. Like, focus hard and making people fall in love with the person that you are and what you have and what you got to say. You know, you make an engagement and you bring that misfit element to the music, and people gonna have to listen to you. You know what I'm saying, and hear your music.
Dope. Appreciate the love, man. I know you're a busy guy. I don't want to hold you up too much, too much longer. But thank you so much, for coming on. It was a pleasure just chatting, talking with you. I would love to do a record with you. So, I hopefully in the future we
Hell
see that
yeah.
in the future.
Oh
You
yeah.
know,
I,
I
I
got some shit we can make it work.
come
But
do something real good.
facts. But thanks for coming on. Everybody show Nicky Jam some love. Make sure y'all check out his Netflix series. It's so fire. I'm pretty sure a lot of people in our era could identify with that and use it as motivation. Cause I did as well. But thank you so much, Nicky. I truly appreciate you, man. Shout out to you and your fiance. Much love and success. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep making these hits. Cause I still got them on my Spotify. It's rolling. All right, man.
Love,
Take care,
man.
bro.
All love.
Later. Y'all, man, that was Nicky motherfucking Jam. It was such a pleasure vibing with him, man. He's a good dude. He's not Hollywood. He keep it a buck, you know what I mean? Now, this is a guy that's so down to earth that I hit him up and he responds. Where I got fucking battle rap people that are my peers that I'd have hit up to get on the show and they leaving me on red. Like, are y'all fucking stupid? This man is selling billions of records and holla at me. Shit like that I really appreciate. And you gotta recognize the real people that come along in your life. And I feel like everything happens for a reason. And just me entering the podcast game, and I feel like I'm falling in love with it. It's new, but it's not new. You feel me? It's very natural to me. I feel like this is something I should have been doing. So I appreciate everybody who be tuning in, everybody who subscribe to the channel, everybody from Prop Gang. I know I kind of ain't show no love to Prop Gang, so I'm going to show love to Prop Gang right now. Let's get it, Prop Gang. Nasty hoes, what's up? Prop Gang, where the props at? Let it flood props in the chat for Nicky motherfucking Jam. I just got a legend on a fucking building. This legend props. I need to see some legend props. Yeah. Let's get it.
Drink, chill, nigga, watch your stats. These ain't Nikes, these just sets. So they like me, y'all upset. I be writing for the best, but I'm pricey, cut the check.
Invite me for the stage. Then I lay. Leave it wet. I'm a vet. So respect. Woo. G. Make sure y'all tune in. We'll have Hollow the Dawn in the building, and we're gonna have another legendary interview. Now, I'm doing interviews every day, all day. I'm about to flood y'all with the most popping content y'all have seen from battle rap in a while. I am about to call everybody in my cell phone. Now, I've had so many people, so many connections with so many folks. I'm calling all favors. I'm calling all favors in the podcast game. I'm bringing y'all great content. I love you motherfucking all. Appreciate the love. Make sure you check out the Tay-Rock interview. I dropped it this morning. I do got the Cortez interview. Check that out. Also, I interview Babs Bunny as well. So check that interview out. I interview Mav Hoffa. And this is just in a week. I just had Nicky Jam. Tomorrow, we got Holla the Dawn. Then after that, we got Loso. After that, we got Saga. After that, we got Verse. I'm wildin', y'all. Love, peace. I appreciate y'all. Follow me on all social media networks. That's Ms.Fit1 on Twitter, Ms.Fit on Instagram. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube at Ms.Fit. That's MsDotFit. And all day, follow me on Caffeine, because this is where it's live, baby. Ms.Fit, Murder F Gang. Hey, yo, what's good? Ms.Fit, Murder F Gang. This is my dumb advice. Bye.